And they would. And that's just that. Some women don't take any nonsense off men. And that's how that is anymore. It's not the 50s or 60s anymore to where the woman just stays at home and does nothing and just takes care of the kids. No. Also, if you haven't noticed, the roles have also reversed. You see a lot of men anymore taking care of the kids, and the women go out and work and get the paycheck.
Yeah.
This is the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't the 50s anymore. This isn't the 60s. This isn't the 40s. This is the 21st century. This is 2016, where times are changing. And they're going to change more and more. What the older generation grew up with has now changed, and what this newer generation is going to grow up with is going to change when they get old. And it's a chain reaction. Everything's going to change, and my lifetime, and my kids' lifetime, and their kids' lifetime, and so on and so forth. What used to be normal isn't going to be normal anymore. That's just how life works.
The norm.
And it gets me. Donald Trump saying that's not nice to call women tough. It's just the sexist bigot in him, I guess.
Well, it's funny because when you say that, the way I was raised about women is that it's not nice. I was raised that women shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that, what they're doing now.
But that was the older generation mindset.
Yeah. But,
that
that's
was the
how
50s,
I was
60s
raised.
mindset.
And now, as I said, women can do anything they want to now. Some women are very good at it.
Yep.
So, but as far as Trump is concerned, never mind. And yet, you women think instead of being appalled by what he says and what he does, y'all think it's wonderful. Y'all think it's better than sliced bread.
Yep.
I don't understand what the thing is. I really don't.
I don't get it either. But, I don't know. You guys take a pick. Now, Alabama County refuses to lower the American flag in honor of Orlando victims. That's right. They refused to lower the American flag in honor of these victims. You know why? Because they were gay. That's, to me, the only reason why they wouldn't lower that flag is because they were gay. That is not right. And it sure the hell isn't fair. But that's life. But that still doesn't make it right. And if you don't like that someone's gay, you don't have to talk to him. You don't need to be around him. That's your decision. Like I said, America is based on full opinion. It used to be based on opinions. And everyone could have their own opinions. But when you go up and shoot up a gay nightclub, that doesn't make it right. And it sure in the hell doesn't make it right for someone not to... To me, it's just un-American. If there's a tragedy that happens, you're supposed to lower the flags at half-mast.
No matter what happened.
No matter what happened, no matter if you like it or not. That's just being an American.
Yeah, they're still people, no matter what.
Even if you don't like gays, even if you love gays, even if you're not sure, still give them the benefit of the doubt. And be respectful.
But then remember, it's Alabama. They probably did the same thing if it was black.
Let's go ahead and reverse the roles for a minute. Let's say if someone listening is gay. Okay? You were in a horrible tragedy like Orlando. I was the president, or I was a governor, and I said I am not raising my flag, the American flag in my state. How would you feel? Just reverse the roles for a minute and just look at it. How would you feel? You would feel betrayed, pissed off, because I know I would.
Look at yourself in the mirror and say, what the hell?
Before you go out and judge other people, you need to judge yourself. And say, am I much better than that other person that I'm judging? No, you're not, because it says in the Bible, judge not, but yet he be judged. So, which means it's not our place to judge. That's God's place. And I'm not trying to preach the gospel to anybody, but what I'm trying to do is make a point. That just because you don't like something doesn't mean you have to go along with it. But it also doesn't mean you can shoot up a building and kill 50 people either. That's not what I'm saying. If you don't like something, yes, voice your opinion in a matter that will not result in violence.
Just remember what happened with Timothy McVeigh. How many people he killed in the Oklahoma bombing.
Mm-hmm.
Now that wasn't a racial thing, but it was still a bombing, it was still a killing.
You know, I have a story to tell you guys. When I was in high school, I had a gay friend. He got bullied like crazy. He got bullied like crazy, and I made sure I stood up for that person, because I knew that if nobody would, someone had to do it, because he didn't know what to do. He had no clue. And this guy he must have been 6'2", 6'3", and at that time I had been a sophomore in high school before I got in football. And this guy about 6'2", 6'3", 200 and something pounds came up to me, got right in my face, threw me up against the locker, and said, "Look, you son of a bitch, I don't want that. I don't want you near that damn faggot." And that's exactly what he said. I was a skinny thing at the time, but I sure in the hell wasn't going to take any shit either. I had to have been maybe 140 pounds, 5'9". And so with all my force, I took the locker door and I slammed it up against his head. Down he went. And I had a whole bunch of people around me applauding me for that. Or not really, they weren't really applauding, I guess they were saying, "Yeah, you go. You show that a-hole." And that's the thing, you have to be able to stand up for your rights and what you believe in. To me, that was just a prime example of standing up for your rights. I didn't care how muscled he was. Having muscle and being able to be strong doesn't make you a man. What makes you a man is your character. That's what makes you a man to me. I don't care how much muscle you have, how many fights you've won, or how many people you've kicked ass with. That doesn't make you a man. Now, does it help to have that strength? Yes. But what makes you a man is how you present yourself, how you take into consideration everything around you, your character, and be honest. And treat others how you want to be treated.
That's the big thing.
To me, that's a man. Mm-hmm. A man that can stand up for, not just for himself, but for other people that are having problems, that are having issues. To me, that's what makes a man a man. And you've got to be able to understand. Yes, you have to understand when to pick your battles and when not to. Me, yes, I was picked on, believe this or not, I was picked on in school, but finally, I was tired of taking the crap, and I finally stood up for myself. Because I was getting sick of it. I was a skinny guy that weighed not very much at the time. But once I got into football and crap, everyone started accepting me. Mm-hmm. The problem is, I didn't give a shit if people accepted me or not. I didn't care about having 2 billion friends in high school. I didn't want them. And it was because of all the crap that goes on. I could have cared less if I had 1 friend or 0. I was perfectly happy with having none because of the fact I knew I wasn't going to get into any trouble. Yeah. And people think, "Oh, that you're weird because you don't want to have any friends." No. What's weird and what's disrespectful and what's so just over the top is this damn Orlando shit that's going on. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all these damn Muslims coming into our country, even though he was already in the country. But I'm sick of them coming in here and dictating our lives. And we have to sit back, watch it, and accept it.
I can remember when I was in high school, and I remember this is, I'm 63, I'll be 63 on Saturday. And I never had a fight in high school at all, or even now. But what happened was I remember walking into a class and I was fat. I mean, they rolled me in. And I remember going in and this one kid said, "We don't want you because you're fat." And when he said that, everybody in the classroom got up and said, "Why don't you sit," to the guy, told him to sit down and leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he was a shock to him because everybody else was for me and not for him. But I mean, I can remember what I do is I would just go to school, and then I would go home right after school because I had a job after school.
Mm.
So I never got into trouble or anything like that, even though I missed like football games or whatever. But you know, I was never into the school thing.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another 5-minute intermission break, and we'll be back with you. This is Big Daddy B and Shadow Man with the B&R Show. Thanks for listening.